This is Shreya and welcome to News World. US President Donald Trump is working on an executive order to establish a merit-based immigration system, the White House has said. The White House statement came soon after Donald Trump, in an interview with Telemundo News Channel, said he is working on an executive order on immigration that will include a road to citizenship for recipients of the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals (DACA) program. Responding to a question, President Trump said his action on the DACA is going to be a part of a much bigger bill on immigration. It's going to be a very big bill, a very good bill, and a merit-based bill, and it will include DACA, and I think people are going to be very happy, he said. One of the aspects of the bill is going to be DACA. We are going to have a road to citizenship, Donald Trump said. Drawing sharp criticism from quarters in his camp, Senator Ted Cruz described the move as a mistake. As the president announced today, he is working on an executive order to establish a merit-based immigration system to further protect US workers, the White House said in a statement. Furthermore, the president has long said he is willing to work with the Congress on a negotiated legislative solution to DACA, one that could include citizenship, along with strong border security and permanent merit-based reforms, the White House said. Major warning updates. A new case of amoeba that touches human mind, doctors warn. A new case of amoeba that destroyed human mind has come out of Florida in America. The Health Department of Florida has confirmed the infection with an amoeba named Naegleria fowleri, which is a brainwashing amoeba. The Health Department said that this amoeba with one cell can destroy a human's brain. This amoeba causes an infection in the brain called primary emberic meningoencephalitis, which acts to destroy brain cells. According to the Health Department in 1962, 37 cases were reported at this place of America. Doctors have not given much information about this matter, but have advised to be alert to this deadly amoeba. Experts say that it can easily enter the human mind. According to a CNN report, Naegleria is commonly found in fresh and hot water of lake, river and pond. The DOH warned the people that in such places one should be careful while descending into the water, especially when the water is hot. According to DOH, the nose should not be exposed to the water while swimming in water. This is the main gateway to the amoeba's brain. If the temperature of swimming pool water is high, do not make the mistake of landing in it. According to the Florida Health Department, there have been 143 cases of amoeba infected in the US between 1967 and 2017, out of which only 4 have survived. Between March and August, the temperature of the weather is high and only then its danger increases. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has approved a program for 100% electrification of Indian Railways. Minister for Railways Piyush Goyal said on Saturday, PM has approved a program for 100% electrification of Indian Railways. We'll be the largest railways in the world to be 100% electrified with 120,000 track kilometres across India. By 2030, we also hope to be the world's first 100% green railways with net zero emissions, Goyal said at the India Global Week 2020. Earlier on Saturday, the Prime Minister delivered the inaugural address at the India Global Week 2020, a virtual conference held in the United Kingdom. The conference had the theme Be the Revival, India and a Better New World. At least 5,000 participants from 30 countries are slated to be a part of the Global Week. It will have a total sessions of 75 to be addressed by 250 speakers from across the world. The Railways Minister further said that India is on the path of getting back into economic action. We've always shown the ability to bounce back rapidly. Historically, India has suffered many challenges, but we always have the resilience to come back into action, he said at the summit. In the beginning of July, the Railways had also announced it would begin the operation of private trains along 109 routes by 2023. The fares will be decided by the private players based on the competitive pricing, the Railways had said. Fares for the private trains will be based on competition with other modes of transport in the same segment, including airfares and fares of air-conditioned buses, the chairman, Railway Board V.K. Yadav, had then said. The bidding and procurement of the private trains and coaches will be done under the government's Make in India policy. According to the ministry, the planned investment will be estimated Rs 30,000 crore. The rakes will need to be manufactured in India. The private entity, however, shall be responsible for financing, procuring, operation and maintenance of the trains. Those participating in the event include External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, Commerce and Railway Minister Piyush Goyal, Jammu and Kashmir LGGC Murmu, Isha Foundation founder Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev and spiritual leader Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, among others. One-week lockdown has been imposed in Karnataka's Bengaluru, starting 8 p.m. on July 14 till 5 a.m. on July 22. Karnataka Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa announced all essential services, including supply of milk, vegetables, fruits, medicines, and groceries, will continue uninterrupted during the lockdown. Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa said. CM Yediyurappa said the lockdown has been imposed considering the suggestion from experts to curb the increasing number of COVID-19 cases in the city. Considering the suggestions from experts to curb the increasing number of COVID cases, government has decided to implement complete lockdown in Bengaluru urban and rural district for 7 days starting 8 p.m. on Tuesday, July 14th. Detailed guidelines will be released on Monday, Karnataka CM B.S. Yediyurappa said on Twitter. I appeal to people to cooperate with the government, follow all guidelines, take all precautionary steps and help us contain the pandemic. Yediyurappa further said, this comes days after the city, which was once being hailed for its COVID control program, went under a 33-hour-long strict lockdown with no exceptions on July 4. Karnataka Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa meanwhile went under home quarantine on Friday, while his office-cum residence in Bengaluru was sealed after some of the staff there tested positive for coronavirus. According to a close aide of the CM, his office-cum residence Krishna has been sealed for 5 days for sanitization after some staff tested positive for the virus. This is the second time the office has been shut. About a month ago, the building was closed for disinfection after a relative of a police constable posted there was infected by the virus. Grappling with the sharp spike in COVID-19 cases, Karnataka government on Friday has said it would conduct 20,000 rapid antigen tests in Bengaluru from July 11. The government said it hopes that the rapid antigen test would help in increasing the number of tests and bring down the load on testing on labs, as antigen kits would allow faster diagnosis without laboratory examination. We have taken steps to conduct about 20,000 antigen tests from July 11 itself. 1 lakh antigen kits have come. We will get 2 lakh more antigen kits, State Medical Education Minister K. Sudhakar had said. As the central and the state government allow phase-wise relaxation in curbs to get the life up and running again, following over 2 months of lockdown to prevent the spread of COVID-19, we bring you the latest updates from Delhi. Update at 7:47 p.m. Delhi reported 1,781 COVID-19 cases and 34 deaths on Saturday. Total number of cases in the national capital is now at 1,10,921. Number of deaths stands at 3,334, reports ANI quoting Health Department. Bollywood megastar Amitabh Bachchan has tested positive for coronavirus. He has been admitted to Mumbai's Nanavati Hospital. Amitabh took to Twitter to share the news. He tweeted, I have tested COVID positive, shifted to hospital informing authorities, family and staff undergone tests. Results awaited. All that have been in close proximity to me in the last 10 days are requested to please get themselves tested. Soon after Amitabh Bachchan shared his coronavirus diagnosis, his son and actor Abhishek Bachchan revealed he had tested positive for COVID-19. Abhishek took to Twitter and wrote, earlier today both my father and I tested positive for COVID-19. Both of us having mild symptoms have been admitted to hospital. We have informed all required authorities and our family and staff are all being tested. I request you to stay calm and not panic. Thank you. A Nanavati hospital official told IndiaExpress.com that both Amitabh and Abhishek are stable. Celebrities across India took to social media to wish Amitabh Bachchan and Abhishek Bachchan a speedy recovery. Taapsee Pannu tweeted, and you shall be back to health and happiness soon. Stamped. Neha Dubia posted on Twitter, sending you tons of love and best wishes. Please take care. You'll be okay very soon. After corona positive, let's watch Mr. Amitabh Bachchan's special message to his fans.
Namaskar, this is Amitabh Bachchan. I am wanting to talk to all the doctors, nurses, and the staff at Nanavati Hospital for their tremendous work that you're doing in these very trying circumstances. अभी हाल ही में मैंने ट्विटर पे एक गुजरात में सूरत में एक बिलबोर्ड लगा हुआ था जिसमें लिखा था कि आपको मालूम है मंदिर क्यों बंद हैं? क्योंकि भगवान जो है सफेद कोट पहनकर अस्पतालों में काम कर रहे हैं। आप जितने भी डॉक्टर्स, नर्सेस और जितने भी हॉस्पिटल्स में काम कर रहे हैं, आप सब में एक ईश्वर का रूप है। आप सब इतनी मेहनत के साथ इंसानियत के लिए काम कर रहे हैं। आप जीवनदायी बन गए हैं आप, और मैं आप लोगों को हाथ जोड़कर आपकी सराहना करता हूं, नतमस्तक हूं मैं आपके सामने। बहुत ही सराहनीय काम हो रहा है, और आप ना होते तो न जाने इंसानियत कहां जाती। तो मैं आप सब लोगों से कहना चाहता हूं, मैं जानता हूं कि ये दिन थोड़े से निराशजनक है। They are trying times. Everyone is being worked to their absolute limits. There is always fear, there's perhaps depression, but please do not despair. Do not panic. We're all together in this. We're all working together. And we hope and wish that very soon we shall come out of these extraneous circumstances. Thank you so much, Nanavati Hospital, and all the nurses and doctors and the people that are working there, the staff at Nanavati Hospital. I have had a wonderful experience every time I have been to your facility. और मैं जानता हूं कि आपका स्नेह, आपका प्यार मेरे स्वास्थ्य के लिए कितना आवश्यक रहा है। आज मैं चाहूंगा कि आप इसी तरह काम करते रहें। पूरा देश आपको इज्जत से देखता है, स्नेह से देखता है, और जैसा कि मैंने कहा, आप सब जो हैं ईश्वर का रूप है। आपकी ईश्वर रक्षा करेंगे। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। नमस्कार।
Hollywood actor Johnny Depp on Wednesday denied claims that he slapped his ex-wife Amber Heard as he faced the second day of questioning in his high-profile libel trial in London. The Pirates of the Caribbean star is suing British tabloid The Sun for a 2018 article which claimed he was a wife-beater. Both Depp, 57, and Heard, 34, were in court as lawyers for The Sun's publisher, News Group's newspaper, questioned him about allegations of violence during the couple's time together. NGN is disputing the claim for libel and said there is overwhelming evidence that he attacked Heard while under the influence of drink and drugs between 2013 and 2016. The former couple first met on the set of 2011 film The Rum Diary, married in 2015 but divorced 2 years later. Lawyer Sasha Voss, representing NGN, put it to Depp that he had slapped Heard 3 times after she made fun of a Vino Forever tattoo on his arm in March 2013 when he was drinking heavily. "I'm sorry, but that is not true. You are mistaken. I didn't hit Miss Heard," the actor replied. The tattoo originally read Winona Forever and referred to the actress Winona Ryder, with whom he had a previous relationship. He changed it after they broke up. NGN is relying on 14 separate claims of domestic violence in its defense, all of which Depp denies. The case opened at a high court on Monday, with Depp insisting in a witness statement that had never abused Miss Heard or indeed any other woman in his life. He said Heard, an actress, was calculating, sociopathic, narcissist and emotionally dishonest with a diagnosed borderline personality disorder and was intent on destroying his life. Much of the questioning has involved his drinking and drug taking, but he insisted that he did not have a nasty side and lost control while under the influence, as Heard has arrested. His legal term called Heard's allegations complete lies. They said she was a complex individual prone to wild mood swings under a variety of prescription medication and other drugs. Rather than Depp being the perpetrator, she had subjected him to verbal and physical attacks, and he had to defend himself on occasions, they argued. He is not a wife beater and never has been. His lawyer David Sherburn said Depp maintains the Sun article, which was published despite a previous public denial of violence, had caused significant reputational damage to his career.
For more updates, do like, share and subscribe News World and give